Lake Nameless, one of my favourite places. Always worth going there, whether you stay in the hut or stay in a tent. Scenery's good, fishing's incredible. Just one of the best places in Tassie. G'day everyone. So spring has come and the weather's beautiful, and heading into Lake Nameless. A couple of nights hopefully in the Ironstone hut, do a bit of fishing. So yeah, could be a good few days. Talk to you later. Now Higgs Track, it's not a bad walk up there, but it doesn't matter which way you go. The hill never gets any smaller and you're always pretty glad to get to the top. A few years ago they did this track up, and as you can see, the absolutely beautiful stonework they've done. Sort of thing you'd love to have in your back garden. It's more a work of art than anything. Now we're getting near the top, and some of you may have seen this. That's the new track, which is now the old track, and that's the old track. They made that into the new track, so this is the way you go nowadays. Lady Lake hut, always good to get up that hill. Lady Lake is another hut that was restored by the Mountain Huts Preservation Society, and as you can see, they did a pretty good job. It's pretty popular, it's not too far to walk, and it's always a nice place to stay the night. Lady Lake hut, beautiful and clean, wonderful spot for a night. I think the worst place is to spend an evening sitting out here watching the wallabies play. Right, so there's the hut, but we're going it this way. The track's a bit faint to begin with, but this is the way out to Lucy Long and Lake Nameless. And what a beautiful day. You get to Lady Lake hut, but it's certainly not the top of the hill, because once you head from there you seem to be going uphill again, even steeper. But what a glorious day. There's Mount Ironstone, beautiful up there today. I don't know if you can see or not, there's a little blob there in the distance, that's Lucy Long. We're just heading to the left hand end of that. And the biggest peak there in the distance, that's 40 Lakes Peak. And Lake Nameless just this side of it, and the Ironstone hut's at the foot of it. So we'll go up there later. It's only sort of 15-minute climb to the top, and the view's pretty spectacular. Nice spot, there's the end of Weston's Lake. Beautiful camping there under the trees, and we come around and there's Lucy Long. More beautiful camping when it's dry. There we go, Lake Nameless. Probably can't see it to the upper right hand side there's a green blob, that's the Ironstone hut. Gonna head there and see if anyone's in it. Otherwise there's plenty of good camping. So we normally go around to the left if the water's up, because you can step across the creek, but the track goes to the right and things are pretty dry, so I reckon we'll go that way because there's some good fishing down along that little creek. Just heading down to Chambers Lake, just where the creek runs in. It's usually pretty good fishing, so see how we go. Just gonna head over to the hut, see if there's anyone in there, if I can stay the night, but I better look for a camp spot on the way just in case. Whoop. Ironstone hut, always nice to see it. Now the Ironstone hut, as you see it there behind me, Mountain Hut Society rebuilt it in the mid-90s, but it was originally built in 1916. So I'm going to head down the lake here for a fish, and there's a couple of more things, try and find them and show you. So we're just down almost directly below the hut, which you might be able to see on the hill up there behind me. But here, right on the lake, it's the boat shed they built. Very solid, as you can see, and hopefully we can go along further and find the boat that went in it. Now I don't know if you can see it, something I haven't spotted before. It looks like the slip rails out of the boat shed. Didn't even know it had any, so I hope, yeah, no, that comes out clear. Yeah, not sure if you can see it, but there's the remains of the boat. It's very hard to see there underwater on this camera. I'm pretty sure it was a homemade boat. I got the information at home and who built it. So yeah, there you go. There's always something else to find, isn't there? Well, they say GoPros are waterproof. Here goes. I wonder if we can see it any better. Now many of you may have heard of Ritter's Track. It's a walking track now, but it was a stock route that went from here at Lake Nameless through to the walls of Jerusalem. And somewhere here is the first campsite they had. Apparently there's a stone shelter where they used to set up and light their fire, so just trying to find it. So it's quite a while later, but I found it. So here we go. There's not much left, but that's the remains of the first camp on Ritter's Track. Don't know who built it. I'll ask Paula when I get home, she might know something, but there we are. Now if you've never stayed a night at Ironstone Hut, I can strongly recommend it. View's fantastic. Well, it's that time of night. The park service was good enough to allow a wood heater to be put into the hut. You probably saw me carrying a handsaw on the outside of my pack. Now you're only allowed to burn deadfall, which is the timber that's laying on the ground. So that's what the saw's for, just to cut it up to length to fit in the heater. Wood's a bit wet, but it'll get going. Oh, that's getting going. We'll have a look in that visitor's book. Hang on. It doesn't appear to be an up-to-date book here. Maybe it's in there. Hang on. No, this is the history of the area. You can't really see. There's the ruins. Ironstone Hut, 1935. They are in the late 1940s. 1989, before they rebuilt it. Yeah, there we go, 1989. Just a bit of a rough shelter. There we go, 1995, they've started on it. Well, fire's going. We'll go out and see what the world has to offer. Oh wow, it snowed last night. Look at that. Could be a fresh morning. Been no hurry to leave this morning, as you can see with the snow, and the weather's just starting to come in again. It's starting to drizzle, so might sit around and enjoy the fire a bit longer and have a leisurely breakfast. Now the weather's just starting to clear, and that's long enough sitting in front of the fire, so I'm going to head up to the top of 40 Lakes Peak, which is just out the back of the hut, and yeah, see what the view's like. Now let me just say, yes, it was a frosty start to the morning. Now, if you want to climb 40 Lakes Peak, you just go along from the hut to the toilet, and there's a canned route. It takes you up from there. I don't know, it's 20 minutes. I can see the top up there. If you can see it, it's clear, so the view could be pretty good. It's just a winter wonderland. Well, the forecast was 5 degrees, no wind and sunny today. I think they got a little bit wrong somehow. Anyway, it's absolutely beautiful up here. It's Lake Nameless. It's the top of 40 Lakes Peak. Normally it's a pretty spectacular view up here for a little peak, but today you can't see very far. I was heading out there to go fishing, but we'll see what happens. It's getting cold up here now. I think it's time to head back down the hut and see how the fire's going. You can't really see it. It's Lake Nameless. The hut's just down there, around the left out of sight. Back over that way is towards Lady Lake, where we come from yesterday. Right, so we're back at the hut, and in that probably 5 minutes the snow all melted, so there's not much left. So the day's improving. We're just going to go for a walk, see what we find, have a bit of a fish, and yeah, see what happens. Hopefully fish for tea. Thing about staying near Lake Nameless is there's about 6 or 8 good fishing lakes within half an hour's walk, so not too bad a spot. Lake Halkyard. It's a bit breezy, but we'll see how we go. It's taken all morning, but he's not a bad sized fish. I've got to put him back. Not a bad fish, and while I was putting him back, the sun came out, the wind dropped off. Absolutely beautiful. See if I can get another one. There we go, just come up over the hill, Lake Evans. I haven't been here for a long time. Whoa! There we go. Gotta be something in here. See, the weather's not great again at the moment, but time to head back to camp, I think, and see what the afternoon brings. Wasn't really paying attention, but there's we're on a ridges track. There's a can there. We can't see. There's another one over there. That's Lake Evans, if you're wondering, and we'll spin around. And you probably can't see that big rock there. There's another can, so ridges track. We'll just follow the cans there back, and that'll bring us back to the end of Ironstone. What a perfect evening. I didn't know what to expect today after that snow, but come out alright. I got a couple more fish after that one. Kept a small one for tea, so yeah, fresh trout. Looking forward to it. Cheers. Look at that, a meal fit for a king. fresh trout. Righto, another morning. Let's go outside, see what's going on. What a beautiful morning, look at that. Another day in paradise. Lake's calm. It's got a couple of hours to kill, so I'm going to head down the lake for a bit of a fish, see how we go, and just enjoy the day. It's just like my own little private paradise. Most people that stay in the huts are pretty clean, but as I found out when I got there, whoever had stayed the night before hadn't cleaned it up. There was rubbish on the floor, wood, sticks. So there's a broom there. Yep, it's always worthwhile using it. Got everything. Time to head out to the sun. Too nice to go home. There we are, coming back to Lucy Long. I'd stopped for a fish, but I just haven't got time. I need another day up here. Oops. That's the end of another Tasmanian adventure. Just a few good days away, some nice fish, and yeah, catch you all next time.